Oopsie poopsie. And with that, folks, we are still day 2, AIMExpo, and now I am with Caroline Reyes.
Hello.
Carolyn, excuse me.
Hello.
No E at the end of that? Caroline.
Well, the nice thing about Caroline is that then, I got serenaded by Elvis over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I told him my name was Caroline, so he started singing Sweet Caroline. I'm
Ah.
like, you know what? My name is Caroline from now on.
I'll stick with it.
Yeah, if Elvis is going to serenade me, I'll take it.
Well, when she's not Carolyn, she is Doodle on a motorcycle.
Correct.
This is a YouTube channel. This is a personality. This is a presence. Give our friends at home a little introduction and background on what it is, who you are, and what you do.
So I am Caroline. I have been riding since 2016, and on YouTube, I lug big bikes, and I cannot lie.
Yeah.
And I like riding big Harleys all across the U.S., to Key West, to Sturgis. I like riding my big adventure bike across the country.
What type of big adventure bike?
Oh, that is a Triumph Tiger GT Pro 900. So not huge, but for me, I'm kind of a petite lady, so it's big for me, and it took some getting used to for sure. And I'm sure many people say, well, just get a smaller bike. But I love a challenge. It is just so fun buying a bike that I can't even pick up at first. And now I can, because, it just takes a little bit of a learning curve.
Well, and I've been watching a little bit along the way. I've seen you kind of grow further into the ADV space. Didn't you even do your little challenge for yourself where you would just do daily squats with your bike?
Yes, I did do that. I actually, I still do that now. It's like part of I made it as part of my workout routine, just squatting my bike on some tires. Don't do what I do though, and don't do it 100 times a day every day, because you will mess up your knees. I had to go to the doctor for that, and when I told him how that happened, he just about laughed at me and was like, "Don't do that."
He's like, "Why did you think? What did you think was going to happen?"
I was like, "I don't know. I thought I was invincible. I thought I'd just get really, really strong."
When is that a lot of your channel, just kind of opening up what motorcycles can be for women, making it a little less intimidating, or just showing what's your kind of agenda in that sense?
I think so. I wouldn't say it was an intentional agenda, but it was more just kind of what I was struggling with and what I wanted to overcome, and it just kind of has become a recurring theme I've noticed on the content I put out, just because I love buying big bikes and learning out how to handle them, whether that's picking them up or just moving them around, backing them out of tight spaces, or training slow speed skills with motor police officers, or
doing it all.
I want to do it all the adventure riding with cool people like Jocelyn Snow, BMW GS trophy participant, and all the fun, cool stuff. I just want to insert myself in.
Well, and so what you've done is this is your career. Is this your full-time job?
Mm-hmm. Yep, full-time, April 9th, 2021, last day of my office job.
Oh, cool. Mm-hmm. And with that, I think I saw recently you have a team you work with, and so they're helping generate the content, cut it up. How does what's your team look like?
Yes, so right now I have got 2 editors, both lady riders. Not super intentional, just kind of happened.
Yeah.
And one of them...
It's contagious.
It is contagious. Yeah, and I got really lucky with them. I originally just hired them for editing, but they also happen to be ladies who ride and who love bikes. And so now this year they're starting to be on camera, and they're kind of doing their own thing as well. Like one of my editors, Whitney, she loves sport bikes. She loves crazy bikes like Hayabusas and Ninja A2s, and she really wants to do some content on that. And Maria, my other editor, she's a super talented filmmaker. She's done a lot of film and stuff in Hollywood, and she's just also loves bikes and all different kinds of bikes. And she's a newer rider, but she is down for anything. So they'll be doing more stuff as well with me.
Well, when you ride, you make your ride your own. What has been your experience kind of just growing in the moto space? Is it super receptive? The community, is it supportive?
Oh yeah, definitely. I would definitely say super supportive. Of course, I get some trolls too. Don't get me wrong.
What's a Doodle troll look like? That's just got to be the biggest dick for no reason.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, you're so sweet.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think a Doodle troll is normally that bike is too big for you. That's the recurring theme. Which I'm like, you're not wrong, but that's why I love it. That's
so subjective. Who says?
Troll,
Rude dude.
Troll
dude.
1987. No, I don't know.
Is that who it is?
No, I don't know. No, I just made
calling you out.
I was trying to remember one of the usernames, but I don't know. I just try to move along quickly and focus on all the fun ones.
All the fun ones, yeah. And then have you found that you've been able to, influence and educate and inform like a gang of women? Like, can you say like, oh, there's a lot of new riders because of me?
Um, I haven't collected the data myself, but I guess like meeting people in person, I do hear that a lot. Like, thanks to you, I figured out I could learn to handle my bike, or I'll have guys too talk about how helpful like short rider tips were, or thinking like they're like if I see you picking up that bike, I figure I can learn how to do it too.
There you go.
So I do love that, just like being able to inspire people and show them like, if you want something, you can do it. Like, you don't have to, just because something's difficult doesn't mean it's not for you. It just means there's going to be a fun obstacle course on the way to that goal, which you can skip if you want. You don't have to do something difficult. You can get the bike that's easier to handle now, or if you really want it, then all it takes is a little bit of a learning curve. Yeah.
Well, somebody that hasn't seen one of your videos, what's like a typical like YouTube upload? Like, what am I going to tune into?
Typical YouTube upload. Hard to say because I try a lot of different things, but there are some that are constant recurrences, and that's road trips, like long road trips. I love doing those, so that's been a lot of fun. So I've done Sturgis a couple times, Key West, across the country, and this year I'd love to do another across the country, but in the upper part. So New York to Alaska is on my list, and maybe a trip in Alaska exclusively as well.
Are you running this solo? Is that how it goes?
So now that I've got my editors and they've been coming on camera as well, I'd say it's not solo anymore, but it was solo the first about 5 or 6 years, I would say. Yeah, but not completely solo. Like, in the back end, I'd usually have I've had my bookkeeper like taking care of like taxes and that kind of thing for a while, and a lot of automated software going in the background, and then an editor here and there. And now I've got the editors, not full time, but they've got other jobs they do as well. But they're editing all my videos for me now.
Well, and so what was the kind of the initial process? Were you just on a GoPro? Like, how technical did you get in your shooting?
Very not technical
Very
at
not
all.
technical.
Yeah, I would say both my editors, who are actually trained in editing software and cameras and quality audio, like you clearly are, as I can see around me, they really helped me get my stuff together. Yeah. Because I've been using my iPhone and pretty much since the beginning, and I still actually use my iPhone a lot on videos. And a GoPro 3 was what I used for many years at first. Then went to a GoPro 7 or 8. Shout out to a subscriber that just sent me a couple. Now, more recently, still using action cameras, but now I've got the DJI, but also the Insta360 has an action camera, and I've been using the Insta360, like 360 camera for a while. Actually, sometimes in the comment section, people thought that I had a cameraman, but no, it was just my Insta360 on a stick.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, that was my main question, because there is so much coverage in your video, and I know what it is to shoot yourself and put together in a storied fashion that you got to really be thinking ahead, like, all right, I got to cover this, and then you got to set it up to then shoot the thing. But then to hear that a lot of what you did was with your iPhone, I got to imagine that's great encouragement for a lot of just individual new riders or just people that would like to get into that, because they're like, what camera should I have? And I always tell them, like, the camera you got is the right camera to start dicking around on. Yeah,
and there are definitely a lot of people who do some more beautiful and cinematic stuff on YouTube, and if that's something you love, go for it. Make that part of you. But for me, I was just using what I got, and I was like, what I got is a struggling on big bikes personality, so I'm going to show you guys what that looks like.
Well, then what does the future look like for somebody that is no longer struggling on big bikes?
Bigger bikes, bigger adventure.
Bigger bikes.
New kinds of riding. So I'm always trying new things. So this year I really want to focus on, sure I can handle, I would say, large bikes, like large Harleys, as far as like picking it up and not dropping it. But what I don't know how to do is say like go head to head with a motor police officer in slow speed skills. So I'd love to do that this year and learn some more.
Go head to head with a police officer in slow speed skills.
Yeah.
What about high speed skills? You good at running away?
I'm not good at that part. I'm maybe a little too afraid to run away from cops for that one.
Don't do that. I'm just kidding. Unless you really need to get away.
I've got a family-friendly channel over here.
Yeah. Mine too.
So I don't think I'll do that one. Unless, I don't know, that could be a fun video. Maybe if
Well,
it's
I
like
mean,
playing tag
you have
with
great
cops, that could be
relationship,
fun.
yeah, with the police officer.
You know
You could
what?
you
That's
could
not a
have
bad
some type
idea,
of like cat and
actually.
mouse game.
That's not a bad
Well,
idea.
a doodle and cat. What would the cop be in that?
That could be really fun.
There you go. You think about it.
Actually, yeah, you know, I mean, Mr. Beast has done that, like being chased by FBI or the military, different things, and you know, he's not like doing something illegal and being chased. It's like they're playing.
If you got the money, you can set up whatever you want. And my experience with YouTube is pretty limited. I got a buddy that was a great YouTuber. He found great success with that, and so I've had conversations with him. But I'm learning so much. Are you keying into guys like Mr. Beast to see like, well, what do they do, and like you kind of follow the rules, or how do you implement some of that stuff?
Well, I watch a lot of YouTube.
You do?
Yes, I
Okay.
love YouTube as a watcher as well, and I love Mr. Beast.
Do you watch TV?
I do watch TV as well.
Okay.
Yes, TV as well, and I love Mr. Beast videos. He does have a younger audience than I do though. So I keep that in mind. But yeah, I take inspiration from him for sure. And like, well, I can give you an example. Like Mark Rober, who's another YouTuber, used to work at NASA. Now he does like crazy engineering things. Like if you've heard of like the glitter bomb, or like for porch thieves.
Yeah.
Yes, that was one of his things that he did. But one of his videos, he did a series on squirrel mazes. I don't know if you ever saw that one, but he made like a huge.
I think I did.
Yeah, like an obstacle course maze in his backyard and had
Yeah.
squirrels run through it, go through it, and it's really cool to watch. And I love those series. And I kind of took that as inspiration for how to show my video training with Jocelyn Snow. Because her adventure bike course is like an obstacle course. She sets it up like, it's not like, yeah, you're doing drills, but it's drills on like riding over a car or riding on a seesaw or riding over tires.
Yeah.
So I took inspiration from his video of like, how am I going to show me taking this class? So yeah, definitely take a lot of
That's great.
YouTube inspiration from others for sure.
Man, I'm still learning too. So what are you doing here? What's your experience at AIMExpo?
AIMExpo, my first time here. So I'm here with the Motorcycle Industry Council. They, through Motorcycle Safety Foundation, MSF, I work a lot with them. So they invited me out to come with them, but they kind of gave me free rein. They kind of just said, go ahead and just do whatever you want, really. So I've been meeting with I went on the media tour yesterday, so kind of going from booth to booth and hearing different booths giving like their presentation of new bikes coming in, new product, new gear. So yeah, I'm just here to learn, see what's new, make some contacts, see if there's anyone else I can work with, any other new bikes I can feature that I haven't featured yet. Meeting other YouTubers as well, saying hi to any existing sponsors that are here, just meeting them in person.
Checking all the boxes.
Yes.
Are you creating content as well, or are you going to have a video from this experience?
I won't make a YouTube video on this. I think this is different than what I do on YouTube. YouTube, I kind of want to show you guys the more the riding, like but I have been filming just in case, because you never know. Maybe I'll change my mind there. So I've been filming some clips and taking pictures, and maybe if I do a more, this is the behind the scenes of business YouTube stuff. Maybe I'll do something. But I'll have stuff on Instagram, but nothing planned for YouTube right now.
With the bikes that you ride, and as they get bigger and bigger, are you hopping on larger bikes just to dip your toe, or are you just
Yes. You know what? I'll tell you a secret that I haven't announced on YouTube yet. I'll say it right here on Bad Beer.
That's it.
So, if you're familiar with Bikes and Beards, who is on YouTube.
I'm not, but I've heard about them since I've been here at this event. So
yes, and he's here actually. Sean from Bikes and Beards is here.
You have to point him out to me.
He looks just like you with a big beard.
Oh, nice.
Not exactly just like you, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know what I'm getting at. So, what was my point there? Oh, so he lent me an old Harley police bike, the Electric Glide. So basically, like the biggest Harley you can get. He let me borrow it for a long time so I can practice on it. And when I came to return it, I felt so sad, and I asked him if I could buy it, and I did. So. I very intentionally bought the biggest bike I've ever ridden, because I just know that if I have it, if I own it, if I'm practicing with it every day, it's just
fell in love.
It's just so I fell in love, and I know that's how I'll be most comfortable with a ridiculously big bike is if I have it and I'm always practicing with it.
It's the best way to do it. Just jump in.
Yes. Yes.
I love that.
Jump in the deep end of the pool instead of
Deep in the pool.
slowly.
Well, thank you for jumping in the deep of the pool over here on my Bad Beards podcast.
Thank you, Sam
Well, we've been kind of hit or miss for the last seemingly couple of years because you're on the East Coast as well.
Yes, yes. I'm
and
also near Atlanta.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
We're
And I'm
neighbors.
coming and going, but now we've finally gotten a chance to chat in person, and I'm stoked to have met you, and excited to see where you go from here. And hopefully, I'll have you back on this. This is now mobile. We're on the road.
You have such an amazing setup here. You have, look at that, you got 3 nice quality cameras, and you got a DJI. And
Shout out to my friends at Fujifilm. They are the best. The X-T4, I got the S, and all the things that I can handle. They're great friends, great supporters.
You are putting my setup to shame. I'm just looking around. This
We can powwow. We can talk about it. Like you can teach me about YouTube, and I can teach you about my world.
Hey, if you think you can learn from me, that's quite a compliment.
Dude, you can learn from anybody. Everybody's got something to teach you. Yeah, absolutely. Well, enjoy the rest of your AIMExpo, and this is now your time, right, to your camera. Anything you want to bring attention to, shout out, whatever, on you.
Who, me, right now?
Yeah, see? Look at that. Boom.
Oh, okay. Anything I want to bring attention to? I want to bring attention to you and let you know that anything you want to do, just anything you put your mind to, you can do it. Don't listen to anyone tell you that you can't. Because when they say that, that means that they can't, not you. As long as you want something, go for it.
Yeah, Troll 1987.
Yeah, take that.
Take that.
I said it.
I love that.
Said it.
Well, high five there.
Caught in 4K.
Cheers. All right, see you guys. Bye.
That was cool. Thanks, Sam.